On Halloween. That's going to be a lot of fun. You don't want to miss what he has to say about returning from major injury and why he left the Bay Area. That's this Thursday.
Treat. We're trick-or-treating. We get treat.
AD.
No question. All right, Marcus Spears back here with us. We're going to play a little segment we like to call Take It or Leave It. Gentlemen, are you ready? Marcus, you're up first. We are headed for a Brady-Garoppolo Super Bowl matchup. Take it or leave it.
Leave it. The New Orleans Saints are going to the Super Bowl. Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints will play in the Super Bowl. They will represent the NFC.
I'm going to take it, and I've picked the Saints to go to the Super Bowl. But I just want this to be true so bad. I just want this to be true so bad. Could you imagine? Shanahan, I know he was the old coordinator back then, but Shanahan, Belichick rematch in a Super Bowl with the quarterback that Belichick wanted, that Brady forced out of town.
That's good.
Too good. I'm dying for this.
I'm leaving it for the same reasons that Marcus mentioned. I picked the New Orleans Saints to go to the Super Bowl before the season, and I'm not jumping off that bandwagon. I think they look very, very formidable, and I believe in Drew Brees more than I believe in porn star Jimmy Garoppolo.
Stephen A., take it or leave it. The Eagles will find a way to win the NFC East. They're a half game back.
I'm going to take that. I'm going to take that. I've got questions about the Dallas Cowboys right now.
Sure
I think that, they shellacked the Philadelphia Eagles, no doubt, and they got the bye week, and now they're going to come up against the New York Giants. But at some point in time, because they're going to win enough regular season games, it's going to get tight. Palms are going to get sweaty. You know what else is going to get tight? And the Dallas Cowboys will fold. That is what I believe will happen. Obviously, it will be right around Christmas time, which means that Cowboy fans' Christmases will be ruined. And that is exactly what I'm looking for. I'm looking for Dallas Cowboy fans to be absolutely miserable while opening their Christmas gifts on Christmas Day. And I believe that the Philadelphia Eagles will help make that happen.
First of all, ain't nobody asked you no damn question about the Cowboys. That's number one. Number two is I'm leaving it because the Dallas Cowboys are going to win the NFC East. And let me tell you why. Because they just signed Michael Bennett, which is a very underrated signing for this football team, especially with this defense that he'll be in. And two, they got it going again. And the reason why, Tyron Smith is back, protecting Dak's backside. Everybody seems to forget that through those games, you had an all-pro perennial left tackle out of the game. Cam Fleming was playing, and Dallas was struggling. Coincidentally, you bring both tackles. Coincidentally, you bring back the stalwart, and they have an offensive output like they did. Zeke gets back on track running the football. I'm leaving this. The Cowboys are winning the NFC East.
I'm taking it just like the first one because, I want it to be true. I can't have the Cowboys winning. But the Cowboys, 1 through 53, I like the Saints or the Colts or a team like that as deeper. But 1 through 22, if you're just talking starters, probably the Cowboys have the best roster, maybe in the NFL. They got a lot of stars, both sides of the ball, everywhere you look. But the Eagles make deadline deals. They've done it the last 2 seasons. They won a Super Bowl. Then they made a little playoff run. I think they'll do it again. The secondary's healthy now. The offensive line has not performed up to what they expected. And Carson Wentz has shown some signs recently. I just want it to be true, and it's so close, I'm going to take it. Eagles.
Marcus, take it or leave it. The league's MVP award is Aaron Rodgers to lose.
Wait. I'm going to take it. Golly, Aaron, 12 is balling out of his mind. Look, before this season, we talked about the Chicago Bears winning this division. Obviously, before we knew what Mitchell Trubisky was going to look like, we thought Matt Nagy would have that team going. And the defensive side is what we thought would carry the day. Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers, not only is Aaron Rodgers playing better, he's in this Matt LaFleur offense that we wanted to see if it would materialize into him being able to make plays, but he's back to doing those same tricks. The flicking the ball like it's easy. Playing football like he out there in the park playing against 4- and 5-year-olds just pushing the ball downfield. He's back to that. I think Matt LaFleur went to Aaron Rodgers and said, hey, man, I know I got these calls, but when you see a play, go make a play. And he's playing that way. By the way, and he's done this without his best receiver. and he's going to be supported by his defense. Aaron Rodgers is in perfect line to be the MVP.
Take it. I've been saying this for 2 weeks now. That 2 weeks ago I said he's now the favorite to win. After this last week, I say it's his to lose. Like, I think he's already got it. Guys, he was a game manager early in this season, right? Relying more on the defense, running game, new head coach, and through all that, if Brady gets credit for doing that a lot of years, why doesn't Aaron Rodgers? And then the last 2 weeks, he showed you, oh yeah, with Mahomes hurt, he can do things no one else can do. It's Mahomes and Rodgers in a class by themselves. Guys, for everything Russell Wilson's done this season, Rodgers' team is one game better, and Russell Wilson 17 TDs to 1 interception, playing the best he's ever played. Rodgers 16 TDs to 2 interceptions, and he's just getting started.
All right, there's this other guy with some pretty good stats. That'd be, oh, Stephen A., you haven't gone. I'm sorry.
Thank you. I'm taking it. I'm taking it. He's not the favorite yet, but if he keep playing like he played last week, he will be. I'm taking it.
All right. Stephen A., coming back to you with this one. Deshaun Watson, is he currently the best player in the AFC? He's second in completion percentage and the most pass TDs. Take it or leave it.
I'm taking it because Patrick Mahomes is hurt. I'm taking it. Patrick Mahomes is hurt. Christian McCaffrey is in the NFC. I'm going to take it. I think Deshaun Watson is spectacular. I tried to tell Max weeks ago. He's been putting forth spectacular plays. Obviously, he's been handcuffed because Bill O'Brien and that coaching staff is coaching him, and he doesn't have all the requisite weapons available to him. But he is a playmaker, and he is a winner. I would say right now he is, absolutely.
I'm taking it, and I've been telling you about Deshaun Watson since before the Alabama game, which is why I picked Clemson. I love Deshaun Watson. Patrick Mahomes is better than he is. Patrick Mahomes
Sorry,
is
we
hurt.
have no recollection of that.
Patrick Mahomes is number one, but he's hurt. So what's Deshaun Watson's real competition in the AFC? It's Lamar Jackson. Love Lamar Jackson. Deshaun Watson's better. Deshaun Watson's number one in the AFC.
I'm taking it as Deshaun Watson. We don't need to spend a lot of time because both of these guys said everything I'm going to say. He is dynamic.
All right, moving on here. The NFC West will have 3 playoff teams this season, Max. Take it or leave it.
I've been saying take it, but it's such a tough call. I'm going to leave it because of the NFC North. Because when I look at the NFC North, the Packers don't look like they're going anywhere, right? Like they're here to stay. And then you look at the Vikings top to bottom. That's a hell of a crew. I don't believe Kirk Cousins come playoff time, but regular season, if Dalvin Cook is cooking like this, yeah, with that play, it sets up the play action. Stafford is like an MVP. He's like having the best year of his career, like finally fulfilling the potential in my view. Like, whoa, he is playing like an elite player. And that leaves the Bears, who they don't have a quarterback, but they have a vicious defense. I got to leave. Either the Rams or the Seahawks ain't making it.
I'm leaving it because of what Max just explained. I think one wild card will come out of the West. One wild card will come out of the North. I don't think 2 are coming out of either division.
100% agree. And be careful to write off Chicago just yet. Got to be very careful. I know.
Really?
I know.
You know what this is?
I know.
You know what this is, Marcus? Me writing them off. I'm writing them off.
We just got confirmation, like they're going to stick with their quarterback.
Writing them off.
Don't even know if he should be the
I know
starter.
that's a crazy thing to say, but I'm telling you, man, sometimes those type of things can galvanize, and this defense is a problem.
They got the worst quarterback in the division.
They do, man, but they also won that division last year with the same quarterback.
Crazy defense.
All right, take it or leave it. The Vikings are built for a deep playoff run. Stephen A.?
No, they have Kirk Cousins. Leave it.
Ready for this? Ditto.
Yes, they are built for a playoff run. And the reason being is because Dalvin Cook is the premier of that offense. And what Kirk Cousins has started to do is throw the ball downfield and not play scared, because that's what he was doing early in the season. This defense is creating turnovers. The only thing that gives you pause is the fact that their division is so strong, talking about the guy we just talked about. But when you look at this roster, just like you mentioned about the Cowboys, Stephen A., it's as deep as anybody's roster. And let's not forget, they were a heroic play 2 years ago from going to the NFC Championship.
Keenum.
Yeah.
Yeah, that ain't Kirk Cousins.
Kirk Cousins dialing it up right now. Look, let's give him
if you run Dalvin Cook early, it's going to set up play
Let's give him credit for the recent. We killed him when he wasn't playing well.
What month is this, Marcus? What month is this, Marcus?
This is October.
We've given
Almost
Kirk Cousins
November.
credit in the past before
But we
Christmas.
just finished killing him,
Okay.
Stephen A.
right.
We just
I'm just
finished
saying, we've
killing
given
him.
him credit
Defenses
in
will
the
kill
past
him come
before
December.
Christmas.
Don't worry.
All right, we're
don't have to
giving
tell them
Jimmy
so.
Garoppolo some props, former Patriots quarterback. How about another one? The Colts, it appears, have found their franchise quarterback in Jacoby Brissett.
He balling.
Max?
Yeah, I think so. Like, I was always on the fence with Brissett. I thought he was solid. He could start,
Wait,
but
it's
could
take
he?
it or leave it,
Could
not
he be a
think so.
franchise quarterback? I'm taking it. I'm taking Brissett as a franchise quarterback. I am. I don't know if he'd be elite, but a franchise quarterback. Yup, you can give him the keys.
Actually, I agree with you there. I would give him the keys because I think for him to come into that situation under such duress with Andrew Luck retiring and for him to do what he has done with him having the right pedigree, once being coached by Bill Belichick, I think Jacoby Brissett is the real deal. I think he's a guy that the Colts can give the franchise to.
No question. I take it as well because number one is the Colts already signified that they think he's a franchise guy by giving them a new deal as soon as the job came up. And I'm sure in the offseason they'll make him the long-term quarterback. But if you're watching and paying attention, he's actually lifting this team to be really good, which is very significant when you talk about a guy that hadn't planned on playing this much this year.
How about
Only
this
14
guy?
touchdowns, only 3 interceptions on the year in 7 games. 3 interceptions
Yep.
in 7 games.
Yep.
Nick Bosa having the best season of any rookie offense or defense. Marcus, take it or leave it.
Oh, any rookie this year? Absolutely, yes. 3 sacks, an interception. You talk about what he did the previous 2 games. Right now, Nick Bosa is the best rookie in the league, and I'm talking offense and defense. His ability to rush the passer, his ability. Look, this is the unsung thing about Nick Bosa right now. Nick Bosa is playing like a 5 to 6 year veteran. People talk about the plays that he's making. The ability to play this game and how the game has already slowed down to him is unbelievable when you watch him play. Yes, he's having the best season.
I'm going to take it, too, and easily. And it's not just the numbers, guys. There are some players you watch, and they just leave an impression on you, like Marshawn Lynch. There are better running backs, but when your eyes were on Marshawn Lynch, he just left an impression on you. Nick Bosa, put your eyes on him, and you're like, whoa, that's a T-1000 coming at you. Like, he won't die. He's just going to keep coming. Yes, easily.
All right, before we say goodbye.
Stephen A. has not waited.
Oh,
I'm
Hey.
taking it. I'm taking it. Here's the reason why. They got a squad filled with veterans. All of them are talking about Nick Bosa. 7 sacks in 7 games.
True that.
The guy is spectacular.
yeah. I apologize, Stephen A. I got a lot of people in my ear. You remote, so
I
trying to
understand.
juggle it. Everyone wants
No
to hear
biggies.
from
Don't worry
you.
about it. I understand.
Not on purpose there. All right. So every day we ask a poll question, right? We ask our First Takes fam to weigh in on something. Today we asked, is Odell Beckham a disappointment? Now, normally results are pretty split, about 50-50. Today, very decisive, in agreement with Max Kellerman. Over 80% saying OBJ having a disappointing season.
When you're a brand like Odell, like he's one of the most famous football players on earth, right? When you're a brand like Odell, no one's looking into the minutia and the excuses and the situation, even though I recognize it has a big impact. But the all-time greats, and he has all-time greatest talent, figure out a way to get it done by hook or by crook, regardless of the circumstance. And this year, he has not yet done it. And that's how people are going to feel about it.
Our responsibility is to look at the minutia and the fine print. So the disagreement and the agreement, whether way you go, people are just looking and they see Odell Beckham Jr.'s name and they look at these numbers and they say he's a disappointment. Our job is to pay attention to what's actually happening around him. And what's actually happening around him, he's dependent on guys playing well because he's a receiver, and those guys are playing terrible. And his coach is calling terrible games as well. So.
Well, Marcus, what I would say to you is don't get caught up in what these damn folks with the polls and everything say. Let's keep this in mind. They're answering a question, has Odell's season been a disappointment? We all concede that. The issue is whether or not he's to blame for it. And you and I are acknowledging it ain't his fault. Yes, it's disappointing, but it ain't because of him, more so than it's because of Freddie Kitchens and Baker Mayfield. That is what we're saying.
I don't know. The question was, has OBJ been a disappointment? And the answer is...
He hasn't been a disappointment.
Yes.
No, he
His
hasn't.
By the way,
season
you
has
talk
been
about big
because
moments,
of fault,
Marcus.
not his own.
You talk about big moments. If you're not targeted enough, damn it, when they throw you the ball, catch it. I don't want to hear
catching it.
excuses.
He catching it.
For touchdowns?
I love me some Odell, but you got to say what it is.
How do you think the
Odell.
Giants
We all
feel
say
right
what
now?
it is.
You think they're okay with the move they made?
Nah,
Oh, they're mad about it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
they should be
Get
very
out of
mad.
here. Bye, guys.